Alright, so this is how this guy ended up. This is the case I put it in. Actually ended up being a whole lot bigger than it was before, I guess you could say. But I figured if I could, fit the cover on, that would work. But I guess I'm gonna have to make a cutout because I really couldn't find a good spot to put that guy. But I'm still just running it through this right now, but I'm not gonna use any of that. So I've just got it set up to take three phase. Just got the supply, 24-volt supply there now. And I just kind of had to run the tubes around various ways, and yeah, that's kind of how it ended up, right? Nothing's leaking, so I'm just kind of giving it a little test run right now. It's only at about a kilowatt, right? All right, so yeah, I can see a little pull in the bottom forming, so yeah, it's starting to go down in there now. T1000 ain't coming back from that one. Again, actually that's up to about 11.5 amps now. So again, close to 1200 watts again. So up closer to 89 kilohertz now. Let's see, borrowed this guy so I could just kind of see. So the cap, whoop, the cap's doing pretty good. It's pretty cold. The only reason it really started to heat up, it seemed like, is when I didn't have the fans going very high. Oops. Rectifiers are probably the warmest things. IGBTs. Yeah, they got a little something on them. Heat sink. You see, I got them water cooled now. All right, so here's what's the second one. It's a little bit bigger than the first. All right, so let's see. That's getting close to a pound right there. And I haven't filed this down or anything, but this had a little bit of the plating on it. And so didn't really seem to make too big of a difference. It's kind of hard to tell. Again, it's oxidizing real bad. But yeah, just have to throw those back in there and make one now, right? All right, so this is all the copper that I've melted so far. This ended up being something like 410 grams or something, right? So it's not quite a pound. So that shows me that the actual capacity of this for copper is going to be closer to a little over a pound, right? If I don't want it getting too close to the top, then I say about a pound. This is the condition of the pure graphite crucible now. And, it still allows for the metal after it's cooled to just kind of pop right out. It doesn't get stuck or anything. But yeah, it's starting to get crumbly. So it'd be real easy to sort of chisel that down now, right? So again, it's hard to say. I don't know how fragile this thing is or how many more runs I can get out of it, but it doesn't really look like it's really hurting, right? Because it should be able to take a lot more heat, and it's not cracking or anything like that. So I don't know, it'll probably be all right. But yeah, as it gets a little cruddier, the bottom doesn't become quite as flat, a little more abrasive surface there, so it's a little harder to kind of file down, right? But I would say start to finish, this whole process took about 10 minutes, start to finish. So talking like started off at a little under a kilowatt, slowly brought it up to about a kilowatt, something like that. I think I ended up about 90 volts, something like 12.5 amps at the extent of this getting real hot. So about 10 minutes. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, it's pretty good. I'm happy with those results.